Hey, American Crochet Association, Selena Baca here, founder, host, lead educator with the ACA, and I've just totally overhauled the format for a pattern that you guys can view for free on our site. You can find the link for this in the video description if you want to get straight to it. This chat is just to kind of go over all of the different things that you can find whenever you click on this article in addition to the free pattern instructions. And I'm super excited about all the hard work that I'm putting into these formats. And so I just wanted to go through and make sure that all the information that I'm offering and the way that I'm offering it is quick and easy to view. So I'd love your opinion. If you're watching, come on over, say hey, say hello, tell me where you're viewing from. Let me know if you have any questions. As long as I'm here live, I'll give you an extra special shout out, I promise. All right. Okay. So the pattern that just recently, the newest pattern that's just gotten a series of updates is the Granny Square Table Runner. Now I'm updating all of our patterns that I share with the American Crochet Association for free because I want them to be so much more than just a pattern that you find on the internet. I really want to specifically choose patterns that work really well as teaching tools. I want you to make something that you love, right? I want you to crochet something that you like. But I also want you to walk away with the knowledge and the skill and the ability and the tools and the resources to take what you learned in one pattern and transfer it into other patterns that you might follow. And I've been on a Granny Square kick this entire year. I've been making all the Granny Square things, and I've been overhauling all of our Granny Square things because we have so many Granny Square resources. Now, this may just look like a Granny Square table runner, okay, it is a Granny Square table runner. It may just look like a simple project, but there's so many skill building opportunities and skills here. So I just really wanted to make sure that I'm outlining those, I'm sharing those in ways that are quick and easy to find. So starting from the top, whenever you click on the Granny Square Crochet Table Runner link, again, you can find it in the video description, you're going to find just a quick outline. And then I get straight to the table of contents. This is something I've worked really hard on. So that way you guys can just quickly and easily view what information is in this article, and you can click on whatever you need to find. Like if you just want to know, let's see, if you just want some, basic information on what a Granny Square is, if you want to see other finished table Granny Square table runners, you can view that. We're going to view those together in just a minute. I'm super excited to show you guys some things. Or if you just want to get straight to the instructions, you guys can do that. All of these underlined items are clickable links. Whenever you click on them, it takes you straight to that part in the pattern. So super, super awesome, right? Okay, so starting from the top, I just wanted to kind of glide on through. Starts with some resources like what is a Granny Square? If you want to see other finished crochet table runners, which is a super valuable resource, I've linked them. There are 33 posted so far. And what I love about going back and viewing other people's projects is you can see what colors they chose, how those colors worked up, how they placed colors. Of course, you can see my finished project. It's just white with blue. But here you can see completely different colors. You can see, how those colors are applied, but you can also see what people did differently with this pattern. Now, obviously, so many people just made table runners, but what I like about this is that some people made, and we can see this right here, some people made, look at that, a wall hanging out of it. That's super clever, right? I would have never thought to make a wall hanging out of this. And someone else, hold on, I loved it so much. And it was so nice. Hold on, where is it? That they actually sent me one of these. I have this purple one. This user right here took this same pattern, the same exact pattern that you can follow. They used thread and they made bookmarks. So that's something super clever and different, interesting that I would have never thought of. And that's just, why I love going and viewing all the projects. You can just see not only color applications, yarns people use, but, if the pattern can be different or new or different or interesting in some way, like what does that look like? And again, these bookmarks are just with thread. How cool is that? I would have never thought to do that. So anyway, if you guys want to click on over and view all of those and see what others did and how they did it and all that fun stuff, you guys can totally do that. If you love granny squares and you like this granny square pattern and you want to know what else you can do with granny squares, I have other linked resources here, like this granny square vest. I've also made a market tote. We talked about that a couple weeks ago, and the granny square crochet pillow cover. That's another one we just kind of featured recently. More information about selecting yarn, what yarn I chose for this table runner, why I chose that yarn, where you can get it. If you want to substitute yarn, I've got some additional resources. If you want to just purchase this pattern on Ravelry, if you just want to have a PDF that you can save, print, download, use whenever you want, you guys can get that. Hold on, I got to line some things up. There we go. All right, that's a little okay. That's a little better. Sometimes I gotta move some things around more, even though we're here live. So yeah, you can definitely get it on Ravelry. What it means to crochet this table runner. So if you just want to be walked through some of the steps, if you want some additional tips and tricks, because maybe you've never made a granny square before, or you've never worked granny squares to make something like a table runner before, and you just kind of want some guidance moving through this, I do have some tips. I've got a video tutorial for you to work the exact granny square that's written in the pattern so you can see it step by step. And then I go over all the things that you need to know and have and do to make this pattern: yarn, materials, size and finish measurement, what it means to crochet a swatch, and that's if you want to change the size, which is totally adjustable and doable for this pattern. Stitch key, if you want to see any video tutorial for any one of these, if it's underlined, it does take you to a linked resource. All the specialty stitches and techniques I have not only outlined here, but I have video tutorials for them, like the adjustable loop and the join as you go method. And if you want to change color to really make these granny squares pop, as I suggest you do, then there is a video tutorial for how to change colors. Just some additional notes, various pictures, and the instructions. Now, I've said this a few times before in the past, and I'm saying it here again now just because I think it matters whenever we see this in a lot of different patterns. I'd love your feedback. So something that I've been doing only with the patterns that I share for free at the American Crochet Association is that each one of the rows or rounds, I'm putting in a bullet point. And that way you can quickly and easily see, oh, here's the instructions here. I mean, there's notes above and they're italicized, notes below, they're italicized. But I really wanted to make sure that the instructions were easy to view. And that's only a formatting change that I've made on the free patterns that you guys can view for free on the website. So I'd love to hear what you think. Some people really love it. I haven't heard any negative feedback yet, but I'm open to hearing what you guys think. So there you guys have it. Oh, final thing. There's also some joining instructions here. So there is a schematic and there is a stitch diagram. So if you're interested in all of those different things for a pattern like this, I definitely have you covered. I also love stitch charts, and I'll say this to anybody who doesn't know how to either read written instructions or doesn't know how to read stitch charts. Something like a granny square can be a really quick and easy way for you to teach yourself how to not only read the stitch key, but to learn how to decipher the stitch key so that you can understand either written instructions or a chart. So it's just kind of one more piece of information to help you with all of those things. Whew. All right, guys, so that's it. Those are all of the formatting changes and updates that I made for this pattern. And that way you guys aren't just getting a pattern. The pattern instructions are there, particularly in all the different sections and orders, in order of all the different sections. But there's so much more information there. Like I said, if you just want some more information about granny squares, how to make them, if you want to just get straight to the tutorials, measurements, selecting yarn, anything that you want to find, you can quickly and easily find it in the table of contents. All right, it looks like a few of you guys are here, but my good friend Kim Shaw is here saying, hey. Kim, I also love granny squares just a little bit. They're one of my favorite things, but I love doing lots of different things with granny squares. So this was just kind of one of my things when I was just kind of like, hey, I got a bunch of scrap yarn. What am I doing today? I want to make a granny square. What kind of granny square? Okay, I'll make a table runner. So it's kind of one of those things. All right, guys, if you enjoy this pattern, if you guys enjoy the format, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear. If you super duper love it, you guys can share it on your socials, pin it on Pinterest, share it on your social media account, tag a crochet friend if you think they will enjoy this pattern. Maybe share this video in one place that you enjoy crochet if you think they'll dig it too. Bookmark this page so you can quickly and easily find it, you know, all of those things. It just really helps. And again, if you guys have any questions, comments, feedback about this particular pattern, about the format, about crochet, just let me know. I'd love to hear and I'd love to help. Peace, love, crochet, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you enjoy this pattern. Chat with you soon. Bye-bye.